tell us what some of the main differences between millennials and Gen Z.
So, one I mentioned is different parenting, but what we find is, millennials were told by their baby boomer parents, hey, if we all pitch in together, we can all win. And what we ended up with is a very collaborative generation. I mean, millennials are the most collaborative generation. It's just amazing if you watch a group of millennials how they can instantly just form a group, pick out who's best at what, and get the job done. Very different than Gen Z. Gen Z was told it's a tough world out there. There's going to be a lot of people who want your job. And suddenly we saw collaboration turn into competitiveness. And I anticipate a lot of clashes between a very collaborative millennial generation and competitive Gen Z generation. So that's a big one. Another one, take that step further, what you find is that millennials like to think in teams, work in groups. Gen Z, not so much. Independent thinkers. 71% of Gen Z said they believe the phrase, if you want it done right, then do it yourself. So again, what we're going to find is a lot of collaborative millennials with groupthink, a lot of team meetings are going to turn off Gen Z that might be a little bit more, tell me what I need, I'm going to go away and get it done. It's not that they're disloyal, it's not that they're not team players, they just have a very different style. We're even going to see this play out in the office space. If you think about how most offices have been designed lately, it's that open office concept, right? A lot of that. Well, that's to cater to collaborative millennials. Gen Z walk in and they feel it looks like an airport. Just way too busy, and in fact, only 8% of Gen Z said they like open office concept. So those are a couple of the key differences we are seeing. Another one I would add is that millennials, very idealistic and optimistic, comes from their boomer parents, and so they came to work wanting to change the world. Everything they do, they want to move the needle on something. Gen Z still wants to change the world, don't get me wrong, but they put at the top of their list pay. I want to earn a good salary. It's a little bit more survival mode post-recession. So I think these big, grandiose missions, while Gen Z will, be hopefully excited about, I think they're going to be more realistic and pragmatic, and also say, well, let me earn a living at the top of their list.